Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Happy Friday to you. And I hope that you had a good week, and I hope that you had some of the beautiful weather that we did. That is up until today. When I got up this morning, it was pouring down rain, and that's always so bad, like right from the beginning, because first of all, Bridget doesn't want to go out, so I have to take her out, and I can't. She's not the kind of dog you just open the door for and she just runs down the stairs. I have to go down with her. And so I always know on a rainy day it's going to be tough with her. And I don't blame her. And then taking the kids to school, because I take Will, I go all the way up, even though their schools are like right there together. They start an hour apart. So I would rather inconvenience myself than have to get Brooke up an hour early and stuff. So anyway, plus I take her friend. So I took Will. It's always bad dropping him off in the rain. And then on the way back, it was so bad. I have to go down a highway where it's 55, and everybody usually, I set my cruise at 62, and people just blow me away. We were all going about 40. It was so bad you could not even see. And so I came back, got the girls, and John says, be careful, you know. And I said, okay, I will. And I said, I'm not even going to call my mom, because usually I call my mom every morning on the way back from taking Brooke. And he said, yeah. He said, call me when you get back. And I said, okay, I will, because he worries all the time. And so right when I pull out of our road, my phone rings, and I answer it. And luckily I do have hands-free where I can answer it like on the steering wheel. And it's him. And he's saying, I can't remember what he said. Be careful. Something. I mean, I knew I didn't even want to answer it because it was raining so hard, but I knew he would like put out an Amber Alert by lunch if I didn't answer the phone. And so anyway, I don't know why I told you all that. It is incredibly yuck, rainy, but up until today we've had the most beautiful weather, and it has really helped me so much. And this really will help me too, because this will wash away a lot of that pollen and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, yesterday I went to the beach, and I did a little video, but it was such a nothing, boring video, I didn't even post it. But it felt so good out there, and I loved it. And I actually got just a little bit of color on my chest. I'm so tired of the self-tanners. By this time I get so sick of them, because they really make my skin look yuck, because they catch, you guys know how it is, they catch on every little uneven spot and make you look even more uneven and freckly and yucky than you are, and it's just so messy. So I was really hoping I could lay out, but it got cloudy. And even first I was sitting in my chair, and then I laid down flat on the towel, and when the sun was out it just felt so good. But when the clouds went over, it got really cold. So it's just not quite there, but hopefully next week it will be, because there's just no place I'd rather be. I mean, I just love it, and we have a really pretty beach. Okay, today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and warn you, go get a glass of wine or a big cup of coffee or something, because I am going to finish showing you everything I've got out here. I'm determined, and I want to be able to talk. I don't want to feel like I'm just rushing. Okay, so I've got some stuff here that a couple of things that I got a while ago that I just didn't even show you because it was boring, but I either really like it or really don't, so I thought I would show it to you. Okay, I'm gonna start off with that. These are the Josie Moran Bare Naked Nail Wipes, 3-in-1 polish remover, cuticle and nail treatment. And John and I were flipping the channels one night and saw these on QVC, and they were interesting to me. So they had a little pot or whatever, a little container of them on Sephora, and I think I threw them in one time to get free shipping. And the concept is so nice. It's not supposed to have that really strong, you know, smell, and not harsh. They're actually made of the natural grape or argan oil with natural grapefruit scent, and they do smell good. The whole concept is wonderful, but they do work. But just go ahead and get you a couple out and just sit down and watch a whole TV show while you're trying to get it off, because it takes forever. Especially if you're like me and you're putting on a base coat, a top coat, or the 2 coats of the color, and then a top coat. Last night I gave them one more try, and all I had on was that OPI Sweetheart, which was just a light pink. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and try to use these. I couldn't do it. I had to just throw it away and get out my burly acetone and just wipe them off real quick. So this is something I just thought I'd mention in case you've seen them, because the whole concept is so nice. You know, the fact that it does probably, you know, get your cuticles going, or, you know, conditions them, and it doesn't stink and everything, but they do not work very well. They take forever. Okay, another thing that I got a while ago is this. It's the Skin Firming Body Lotion with Q10 Plus. Improves skin's firmness within 2 weeks. Coenzyme Q10. Okay, I'm not going to say that this firms your skin. I mean, it's hard for me to say because I've, like I said, been eating like crazy, and, you know, I have lost 2 pounds this week, so I'm going to try to level out and not bug you to death about it. But it feels so good, and I really do think that I've been using it on my hands and arms, all over my body, my legs and everything. What I like about it is the container works real good. The lotion is very silky and smooth, but it still goes right in. It's not sticky. It doesn't take forever to go in your skin. I like, when I get out of the shower, I like to put lotion all over, but I don't, you know, you're ready to get on with it. And, you know, if you're like me, you've got everybody coming to the door wanting something. I mean, I've even got, when I open the shower, I've sometimes got all 3 cats and Bridget waiting literally right there on my bath mat. And I have to kind of either step over them or shoo them out of the way. So I'm ready to get on with it. But as you can see, it just, and I'm pretty pale because I just refuse to put on any more self-tanner. I'm just over it. But it just makes your skin look pretty. And proven within 2 weeks to provide firmer, more toned skin, tighter feeling skin, more resilient skin. I think I can tell that. Softer, smoother skin texture. That's the main thing I can tell, is probably the resiliency and the texture. So just give it a try, because even if it doesn't do any of this, it's still a good lotion, and I think you would like it. Okay, this is something that I got last Saturday, and I have used this lip gloss and this color since before I started making YouTube videos. And I think in the beginning I even told you about it. And the color is Candied Rose, and it's pretty true to color. You can get this dark, or you can get a much sheerer color out of it, but this is Jane Iredale. And since I'm not going to the same hair place, I haven't seen this yet, but I was getting my hair done last Friday and looking at one of our local magazines, and I came across a spa that sells Epicuren. And I asked Rachel where it was, and she said it's right next door. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, I mean, it was literally right next door. So I walked over there, and they also sell Jane Iredale, which I, 9 times out of 10, love Jane Iredale products. And they had these. This is the new container. I don't know if you remember, they used to be in a little squeezy tube with another little handle. And so I grabbed this, and I've been wearing it this week a lot, especially like yesterday when I didn't even have any eye makeup on. I was going to the beach, or I've just been actually keeping it in my car. And it is the prettiest color. I'll try to swatch it for you, but it's, I don't want you to think it's too dark, because when it goes on your lips, it does not look quite that dark, and it has the best texture. And this is probably the third or fourth one I've bought, and I used to use them to the point of squeezing them like lip gloss or lip conditioner and using every drop. I like this one, and I like Cotton Candy, is a peachy pink that I really like, that I'll get next time I go. But just a wonderful lip gloss. It really feels like it conditions your lips. And I don't know if it claims to be a lip plumper, but it really makes your lips look plump and full too. I'm not sure what's in it. I think peppermint. There's some kind of minty stuff in it that makes your lips plump. It's more than plump, it makes them look real smooth. And that to me is better than any of that stand
I'm going to go ahead
stuff.
and touch on
This Epicuren. So I have seen so many times when I look up what a star is, or a reality star, whoever, what somebody else is wearing. I think Camille Grammer and 3 Mama Bird, one of my subscribers, was so sweet and sent me the write-up of what Yolanda Foster was wearing in the reunion show when I was sick. And that was so much fun to get. I really appreciate that, because that was something fun for me to look up while I was in the bed and read about and everything. And her makeup artist, which is Dusty Starks, and I follow him on Instagram, was using this on her. So when I realized that they sold it right beside my hair place, I just went straight over there and got a few things that I had heard of. Okay, the first thing I got was this, which is the Citrus Herbal Cleanser. And it is for, it was $24.50, which I didn't think the price was that bad. And this was for like normal to oily skin, and it smells real good. Okay, I just grabbed on my own this lip conditioner. It was up at the front, and it was $9. And this was the main thing that I wanted to try, because I see so many people use this, and it is the Epicuren Facial Emulsion Enzyme Moisturizer. And this is a whole different concept than like Retin-A or something. It's supposed to be similar effects. It's supposed to work with enzymes and turn over your skin cells and do all that stuff. So I got this that Saturday, and I was so excited. And I started, no, Friday. So I started using it Friday night. So I used it both times on Saturday, both times on Sunday. Well, Monday morning, I got up to take the kids to school and was washing my face, and I thought, gosh, why is my face sore? I mean, it was sore right here, like somebody had just socked me, or I had like run into something. And the more I felt, I had a huge, I don't even know if it was like going to be like a cyst bump or what it was, but it was like a marble underneath my skin right there. And I just left it alone. And I quit using this and went back to my Glow Minerals. I use a cleanser from them that has, I think, lactic acid or something in it. And then I use Dove soap too. I just kind of alternate depending on how if I feel like when I get up in the morning, sometimes I'll just use Dove because I know my skin's clean. I just want something to, you know, clean up a little bit. And so I quit using this because I was scared that it was causing me to get like a cyst bump, like cystic acne or something right there. And I started using my Retin-A, my Refisa again. So, you know, my first instinct is, whoop, I'm getting rid of this immediately. But tell me what you think. Tell me if you think this was doing that, if you think it was a fluke. I haven't gotten one of those, if ever, in forever. I mean, the last time I got a bump like that was when I was pregnant. Both times my neck would break out real bad in really big bumps. It was some kind of hormonal thing. That's the last time I think I have dealt with something like that. But so tell me what you think, and if you use this, and your thoughts. Tell me what you would do. Okay, this is sitting here. I'm gonna go over something else that I got. Matter of fact, this was one of the things that was listed that Dusty Starks used on Yolanda, and it is the Cogendo Cleansing Spa Water. Contains natural herbal essences. And I just got this probably day before yesterday, and I've been using it. I was hoping it would replace my Bioderma. This little small container was like $16 at Sephora, and then you could get a bigger one for, I don't know, similar to the Bioderma. And I just always hate ordering that Bioderma off of Amazon or eBay or something. So I was hoping I could find something that, you know, I could just throw this in every time I ordered something from Sephora. But I don't think it works quite as well at removing my makeup as the Bioderma does. But I'll still, you know, I'm still going to use it, and I'll let you know what I think. I've probably been using a lot more eye makeup lately than I was using the whole time I used the Bioderma, because I've been out of that a while. So maybe I'm not giving it a fair chance, and I'll just get back with you on it. But it is really refreshing. I like that it's not one of those dual phase. It's not oily at all. It's literally like a real fresh smelling water, and I have enjoyed it for sometimes, even if I use one of those oilier makeup removers to take off my eye makeup, I like to go over. I don't want to use that on my whole face, so I usually wet another cotton square and use something like this to take off my makeup, and then I wash my face with either the Glow Minerals or Glow Therapeutics or the Dove. So anyway, that's why a lot of people have been patiently waiting for my skincare video. I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm not, the only thing that I am consistent with and loyal to is the Dove soap, the Glow Therapeutics lotion or cleanser, and I'll put the name of it down here because I really like it. Even John uses it in the shower. He likes it. And my Rafisa. I'm really loyal to it. My Retin-A, because I've learned if I don't use that, my cheeks break out. So anyway, that was different things like gifts and just different things. Make it interesting. This is from Anne-Marie. You guys know her. She's the one that has made the bracelets for me and sent me the bracelets with the little snap things on it. I can't remember what they're called. I know the snap things are called Noosa bracelets. And she sent me a surprise package, and I already had one going for her, which, by the way, I was able to get your, she wanted the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Medium Bronzer in the tortoiseshell. And I tried to get the dark one because I felt like the bronze wasn't going to be dark enough, and they were already out of the dark, but I still might get it because it looks so pretty. So she had gone to Paris and got me a few things and picked up some other stuff from Holland. And so I was going to show you what she got me because she always gets me good stuff. She's the one that always gets me the Deborah Milano blushes. And when I see these, I'm like, oh, goody, because I love every one of them. They're just beautiful. And this one is called Paprika. And I think I actually had this on in one of my videos, maybe last Friday, because I didn't get a chance to get to this last Friday. I was still not feeling that great, and I didn't want to drag it out. But today I'm just going to drag it out. And it's beautiful. These blushes, if you have access to them, Rosa Pesa is my favorite, and I love the cocoa one, and then there's an orangier one. I can't remember what it's called, but these are blushes that I can just pick up, kind of like my Lorac blushes that I can just pick up, and I know I'm going to like them anytime and just be thrilled with them. Last night, I was so tired. I was trying to get through on Thursday nights. Will and I have to read his story and do his spelling words, and you know, just getting through all that stuff that we had to get through, and I cooked and everything, and was so tired. But then when I laid down, I was wide awake, and so I was thinking in my head of doing some videos of like 10 favorite, like my 10 favorite lipsticks, my 10 favorite blushes, my 10 favorite eyeliners. And that's kind of how I got myself to go to sleep, as I was listing those in my head. And so I'm going to do those soon. And Rosa Pesa is in my 10 favorite blushes. And this probably will be too, but I've only used this one time so far. Okay, she sent me this lip conditioner, and it's the Bioderma Stick Hydrator lip conditioner. Awesome. I am a lip conditioner fiend. I love it, and I use it so much. But I find myself still going back to that daggone Sarah Happ lip slip. So, but I haven't used this yet, except for one time. She knew I liked the Shea butter, so she got me the Shea shower cream from Body Shop. This is the Caudalie grape water, soothes and moisturizes for sensitive skin. And she said that she had heard this was just as good or better as the Fix Plus from MAC. And I haven't used it yet because I've had it out here sitting to show you. And then this is a scarf, and I haven't undone it. I probably should to show you, but I don't want to take too much time. And I love it. This is something I would wear. It's one of the sheer ones. I would totally wear this with my black tank top or white tank top in the summer. I love these. It seems like sometimes I wear more scarves. No, not in the winter, but in the spring I wear a lot of them. So thank you so much, Anne-Marie. It seems like there was something else that I wanted to either say about her or something she sent me, but I can't remember right now. It might have been the whole blush thing. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. It was the Bronze Goddess thing. Keep on with it here. This I picked up at TJ Maxx. I went in TJ Maxx this week with just the hopes and dreams. I went to TJ Maxx and Marshall's that I was going to just run into all this wonderful stuff like you guys do. You've been telling me that you've gotten Stella McCartney bags, James purse, Wild Fox, just all this stuff that you find in your TJ Maxx and Marshall's, and I just don't think mine are to that level. I don't know what makes something like that. I know we live in a pretty laid back kind of shopping area, It's more touristy, beachy type stuff. So maybe we just don't get that. But anyway, we do get Shiseido skincare at our TJ Maxx, and I love it. I always go over there and get stuff. I got the facial wipes. And matter of fact, that's what we've been using, Brooke and I, until I got that water stuff. I had just been using those wipes, and they're okay, but nothing I would get again. And this is about the same. It is the skincare instant eye and lip makeup remover, regularly $26.50, and I got it for $14.99. And it's really pretty. I didn't even bring it out here. Brooke loved the bottle. You know, she thought it was so pretty. But it's one of those, just kind of like Lancome Dual Phase. It's real oily feeling. Just kind of grosses me out when I use it. But I always kind of have to have something like this on hand, or my Egyptian Magic or something, so that when I do wear a lot of eye makeup and eyeliner and stuff like that and mascara, that it'll get it off. So it was okay. I probably wouldn't get it again, but you know, Shiseido, it's not going to be bad. Okay, I'll go back to my Yolanda Foster makeup and reading that article. I read that she uses this, which is the Cogendo Aqua Foundation. And I had tried the other, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the other Cogendo foundation that's in the red tube, like a squeezy tube. And I just didn't care for it too much. It's not that it was that bad or wasn't that, you know, it just didn't impress me that much. As a matter of fact, I gave it to my mom, and she used all of it and liked it. So it was just real light, and the color wasn't exactly right for me. But when I watched the reunion and saw Yolanda, I loved the way her skin looked very golden. And my skin is very golden. It's got red in it, but the red is what I try to cancel out. The red is like, you know, bad stuff, like capillaries and stuff like that. So I love to get a really golden color of foundation, and that cancels it out. And then I can add bronzer, and it just ends up being more of my coloring. And so the color he used was OC2, and I can't remember how they described it, but it seemed like something that would fit me. And so this is it, and I have it on today. Let's see if you can see. I have it on today, and I wore it yesterday, so I must have gotten it the day before. My mom had mentioned to me that my makeup was looking kind of muddy. And I had kind of noticed that too. And what I realized is I had gone from using my fair Rachel K as a primer to my medium or neutral. And sometimes I think I like the fair because I've been using the classic beige, which is dark, and I'd almost need the two of those together. So I think I was just using too dark of a tones. I like if I'm going to use the classic beige, which is too dark for me, I like the fair Rachel K. If I use the neutral Rachel K as a primer, I like to use something lighter or mix in some of the natural beige, and I think that's where I was going wrong. So what I did yesterday and today is I used my fair Rachel K as a primer, let it dry, and then I used the Beauty Blender, you know, wet it, squeezed it out in a washcloth, and put this on, and it has just wonderful coverage. And to set it today, I used, instead of my Laura Mercier, I used Jane Iredale, I think it's Golden Glow, which is more of a yellowy toned mineral powder, and that's what I used. And you really can't tell because it's so cloudy. I've got all kinds of lights on, but I really think that I like it. So you have to let me know what you think. And I've also been using that MAC Radiant Rose under eye brightener because it's a little bit brighter, and I felt like when I'm using darker makeup, maybe I need it. I don't know, just messing around, just having fun. But so far, so good with this. It's really pretty, but this color is really golden. But I know a lot of you are like me, and you like the really yellowy tone foundation. So give it a try, and maybe I'll use it next time I do a tutorial. I was thinking it would be really pretty mixed with the Revlon Color Stay that I got too. I think that the two of those combined would be really pretty, so I might try that. That's how you get the perfect color, as you end up combining them. So that was one of my fun things I got this week. I bought this. I had looked at it several times, and I ended up just getting it the other day. My friend Amanda called me from the Chanel counter. She's the manager there, and told me that they got in the new nail polish and the new Glossomers. Well, I went in and I ended up getting the new nail polish, which I have it on today, And you probably can't see, it's a purpley dark color. I would not say it's a must. It's $5.83 Taboo. And I wasn't going to get it until she pulled it out and put it on her fingernail, and it looked so pretty in the store. It looked even prettier than it does now on my nails. It's not that it isn't a pretty color. It's a purpley, burgundy, blue. It's got all those different tones in it. I was scared if I didn't get it, I would regret it, that I would see it on somebody else, and it's limited edition. And I love Chanel nail polishes so much. They go on really pretty. They're kind of thin, like Essie, and I just really like them. They last a long time on my nails, so I went ahead and got it. But I wouldn't say it's a run right out and get kind of color. You know, it's just one of those dark colors. So, and I didn't get any of the Glossomers. There was that one, you know, there was that whole new section, but only like the first 4 maybe were new, and then the rest of them I already had. And the one that I thought about getting was a rose color. It was called Rose something. It was similar to that Candied Rose. So let me know if you've got that and if you think it's worth getting. I was just actually trying to be good that day. I've got so much stuff that I've gotten lately that I really, really like. And I'm going to get ready to show you one. So I'm not as inclined to go out and get as much more stuff because I'm just loving the things that I like. So anyway, I didn't get it. So I was a good girl. All I got that day was the nail polish. And then I went over to Clarins and picked this up. And it is a boring color, but it's called Nude, and it's one of these single shadows. And I really like having colors like this to start off with. And I bought that grayish color from Dior hoping it was going to be a good color, but didn't really care for that as much. Maybe I'll compare the two. This just has a better consistency. It's just a good color to start off with. It's a little bit darker and not as bright as even like Brulee or something like that, or Shroom or any of those. It's matte, and it's just a good color to start off with and then go anywhere, in any direction with it. I'll let you know. I've only used it like twice, so I don't know if it's completely worth it or not. I'm sure there's an NYX or NYX or Wet n Wild color probably just as good out there, but I like Clarin, and I like Ruth that works at the Clarins counter, so I try to support her if I just want to show you guys this real quick. I get the best, most beautiful cards sent to me and long messages, and that's one of, I would think, and I don't say this in a negative way, but that's one of the things that whenever I do feel stressed out about YouTube, the worst thing to me is not being able to correspond to you guys. And you know, I feel like I owe you so much more than I give, and I feel like you give me so much in so many ways that is why if you see somebody leave me a mean comment, do not even worry about it. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I don't even read them. If I see one of those silly names come through, or if I know it's somebody that's going to leave me I don't even read it. And what I'll do is I'll filter their name and delete them all without reading them. So don't worry about that, because the good just outweighs the bad just so much. And especially when I was sick, I got so many messages, and I was thinking, you know, we don't really know each other here. And, you know, some people might say that it's silly to feel like we're friends. And when I call somebody a friend, I've gotten, you know, kind of ridiculed for that before. But what is a friend? A friend is somebody who makes you feel better when you feel down. A friend is somebody who offers you support, like when I was feeling frustrated over that stupid camera. And I can't tell you how good that felt for you guys to just tell me you didn't care, and that you just, wasn't, I mean, all the support you gave me. And when I was sick, all the people checking up on me, and just notes like this. And I'm certainly not going to read it, but this is from one of my subscribers, Jenny, the Bee's Knees. And just out of the blue, she sends me this long, sweet note from her heart. And I just appreciate it so much. I mean, there's so many, every day I get, you know, letters and stuff, and I can't get to all of them, and that just bothers me. But I want you to know that it does mean a lot to me. That's what makes up for any negativity. I just want to, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your the support you give me, and we are friends. I mean, I hope that's what I was going to say. I'm here to hopefully say something that makes you feel better. Maybe if you are, like I said, in bed sick like I was, or something that takes your mind off of politics, or the kids, I'm constantly worried about something with the kids at school, a field trip, or constantly something. And so it's just our light time. And